Well, tonight, investigators are still trying to figure out what sparked an early morning fire at an old paper mill in Oregon City.
Department of Environmental Quality says the Willamette River is not impacted and air quality is safe. Highway 99E just opened again. Katu's Christina Giardinelli live near the scene for us now. And Christina, the Grand Ronde tribe owns that property now?
Yeah, and the chairwoman says she's really grateful for firefighters. I'm going to step aside and show you, actually, there's still a fire truck on scene over there to the right, and it makes sense that they're here because the fire is still, still some activity here going on as the camera pans over to the left. You can see heavy machinery in there working to create a passageway through the debris. And then as we pan over even more there to the left, you can see smoldering ash and that active fire there still on the top of the roof. So obviously makes sense that they're still monitoring. But as you mentioned, DEQ has tested and they say this is not hazardous smoke. A blaze breaking out at the old fire mill in Oregon City in the early morning hours brought in fire crews from multiple nearby cities, including Portland.
The radiant heat, when the fire is as big as this, you can feel it up here a little bit.
Isaac Hamilton, a spokesperson for Clackamas County Fire, says they worked hard to make sure that the flames did not spread to other buildings.
When we got here, all these buildings are so close together, and actually this, where the fire was, is attached to, just a huge building. The goal was to keep that from spreading.
For 4 hours, crews worked diligently to get flames under control, with mop-up efforts continuing into the late afternoon. DEQ testing air and water to rule out any hazard concerns. The property is now owned by the Grand Ronde tribe, who's working to restore it under the name Tumwata Village. Tribal Chair Cheryl Kennedy says she's grateful the flames did not impact neighbors.
We heard a recent report that the source or the contents of the fire did not pose a threat to human safety.
She thanked firefighters for their efforts.
I mean, our hands are just raised to them on the good job that they did.
She says they're still working with authorities to find out the cause of the fire and the extent of the damage, but says this will not impact plans for Tumwata Village. Now, this fire was considered under control by 8 o'clock this morning, but as you saw earlier, crews have been on scene working a mop-up. There are still some crews on scene right now. We'll continue monitoring for now live in Oregon City. Christina Giardinelli, K2 News.
Christina, thank you.